In 1942, German tank crews were confident that their heavy panzers ruled the battlefield. What they didn't expect was that a small, open-topped American Jeep would dart across rough terrain, supplying Allied troops and outmaneuvering them. This unassuming machine changed the rhythm of war. At the start of the war, infantry often relied on horses or motorcycles to keep up with tanks. Trucks were too slow or got stuck in mud. The U.S. Army needed something lightweight, reliable, and fast. The answer came in 1941, a new 4x4 vehicle built by Willys Overland. Nicknamed the Jeep, it was simple to maintain and tough enough for rough terrain. By war's end, nearly 650,000 had been built. In late 1942, Jeeps landed with U.S. forces in North Africa. Soldiers quickly discovered that these small vehicles could go where heavy trucks could not. German troops were surprised to see Allied infantry racing ahead in these nimble vehicles. Even panzer crews were forced to be more alert to rapid Allied advances. Jeeps often scouted ahead of main forces, carrying small patrols into dangerous zones. They ferried ammunition, food, and medical supplies directly to the front. Modified Jeeps served as makeshift ambulances, carrying 2 stretchers at a time from battlefield to field hospitals. This small innovation saved thousands of lives. Special units like the British SAS mounted machine guns on Jeeps for daring raids behind enemy lines. Their speed and surprise made them an unexpected threat. Whether in muddy European fields or jungle trails, the Jeep kept going where heavier vehicles bogged down. Its reliability made it a soldier's best friend. During the Normandy landings, Jeeps were among the first vehicles to roll off landing craft. They quickly became the backbone of Allied mobility in France. In France and the Low Countries, Jeeps were used for reconnaissance, communications, and even towing small artillery pieces. Even in snow and freezing conditions during the Battle of the Bulge, the Jeep kept moving. Mechanics often praised its ruggedness under harsh winter combat. The sight of dozens of fast-moving Jeeps often signaled to German troops that reinforcements were arriving fast. For Allied soldiers, the Jeep became a symbol of hope and flexibility. Germans tried to capture and use Jeeps themselves, recognizing their value. But the Axis never produced an equivalent lightweight 4x4 in large numbers. In jungles of the Pacific, Jeeps served as vital transports for supplies and medics, often along trails that barely counted as roads. Soldiers often modified Jeeps in the field, adding armor plates, radios, or racks for extra equipment. Although it could never fight a tank head-on, the Jeep's ability to move fast often let Allied forces outflank armored columns and cut their supply line. By late 1944, the Jeep was as iconic to Allied armies as the Panzer was to the Germans. It gave foot soldiers unprecedented speed and reach. Many veterans later said they trusted the Jeep almost as much as their rifles. It rarely failed them even in the worst conditions. After 1945, Jeeps found new life in civilian work, from farming to emergency services, thanks to their proven durability. Newsreels and photographs made the Jeep a wartime icon, and it soon appeared in films, comics, and toys, cementing its place in memory. The Jeep's greatest contribution wasn't firepower, but mobility. It allowed Allied forces to move faster than the enemy could react. In the closing months of the war in Europe, Jeeps were everywhere, escorting convoys, guiding tanks, and delivering messages under fire. Veterans often said the war could not have been won without the Jeep, a humble but vital partner in every campaign. Its combination of simplicity, reliability, and low cost made it superior to many more complex wartime vehicles. Mobility gave the Allies a strategic edge, letting them exploit breakthroughs quickly and keep up the pressure. From deserts to jungles to frozen forests, the Jeep proved adaptable everywhere Allied forces went. From deserts to jungles to frozen forests, the Jeep proved adaptable everywhere Allied forces went. The success of the Jeep influenced post-war military vehicle design, leading to generations of light utility vehicles, Unlike tanks or bombers, the Jeep won no battles by itself, but it helped win every campaign by keeping soldiers supplied and moving. To German tank crews, it was an unexpected nuisance. To Allied troops, it was a trusted ally. The Jeep remains one of World War II's most enduring symbols of ingenuity and perseverance.